guys, welcome back. I am so excited about today's show because it's all about burgers and so many other of the delicious eats that come on a bun. First up, I get to hang out with Farley Elliot of Eater LA, and he gives me the scoop on the essential burger spots here in town. Then I cook up a salmon burger that may be one of the best things I ever made. And Mark Mester reveals one of his favorite things to grub on, and it's served on a bun. First up, burgers. We're kind of obsessed with them here in LA, and there's so many good spots that you can barely keep count. So I enlisted the help of senior editor of Eater LA, Farley Elliot, to help break down the list. Take a look. I can't think of a better buddy to have lunch with. Hi, Farley. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
At work?
Working away.
I know, but you might as well work while you eat because that's what you do for a living.
That's exactly right. If I can combine a little laptop time and a little burger time, that's how I know it's been a good day.
I am a fan of burgers. I would eat a burger every day if I could.
If it were physically or socially acceptable, right?
You rave about Hi-Ho, but you're not the only one, right? I've never been.
Yeah, one of the best burgers on the west side. These folks migrated this business from Ojai down to Santa Monica for a reason. They wanted it to become more popular, and as you can see, it is. I mean, people are coming for Wagyu double beef sandwiches that are just absolutely delicious.
I drove 45 minutes.
That's right. See, that's how you know it's gotta be worth it.
Are you gonna do some ordering for us since you've been? You know what to get?
If you are comfortable, I would love to order pretty much the entire menu.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What are we thinking, Farley?
I think obviously because you're here for the first time, we've
Yeah.
got to round into as many different items as possible, and thankfully it's a pretty precise menu.
Okay.
So regular classic cheeseburger, let's go double. I want to make that one spicy just to give it a shot. And then we're going to go Hi-Ho cheeseburger, and we're going to make that one a triple because I want to see how tall it comes off the floor compared to you. We'll do fries, let's get a milkshake, all the desserts, and just see if we can walk out of here.
It's a deal and it's a challenge, frankly.
Quite a challenge.
Yeah. Farley, Eater's one of those websites I always go to when I'm trying to figure out a place to have dinner.
Good, that means I'm
Right?
doing my job right.
Yeah. How did you get into a job like that? Because it sounds like the most fun.
It is absolutely the most fun. For the most part, I get to help small businesses reach a wider audience, and I think that's really, really cool. I didn't go to journalism school. I just sort of kept eating food until people decided to start paying me for it.
How many restaurants a week?
You know, it depends. Probably, I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 21 to 25. Yeah, over the weekend I had 3 dinners one night, 2 dinners the other night. I try to buffet neighborhoods together and just clean up as much as possible, because as much as I dine out, this city is so gigantic and there's so many stories to tell that it's easy to get lost and stay out of entire pockets of the city or entire cultures otherwise. I try to do as much work as I can in different neighborhoods, you know?
Oh my gosh! Hi. Thank you so much. Hi-Ho cheeseburger, how did it make it on your list of favorite cheeseburgers in LA?
You know, I think they're one of these places that keeps a tradition, like a classic sensibility to their burgers. Like we said, a little bit of crust, the squishy kind of like commercial bun, ketchup, they're even chopping up the lettuce inside, but they do it with quality ingredients, and that's something that Angelinos are more and more looking for.
The food has arrived, and you know what I'm already loving? I'm loving the bun, and when everything just gets kind of mushed together and just becomes one.
Pressing it in, exactly. It slides down a lot easier that way too.
So this is what'd you order me, a triple?
I ordered you a triple because I wanted to see how it would stack up if you could actually get it
3
in one
burger
bite.
patties in there.
Exactly. And you notice they're kind of thinner patties. They've got a little bit of that crustiness on the
I'm
outside.
a fan of the thin patty.
Exactly. And you can see on mine, it's got just a little bit of these spicy peppers. So we'll dig in and see how you like it. Hey, cheers. I haven't had it this way. It's really nice.
This is everything that I'm a classic cheeseburger person, so I like when it's got the ketchup, the pickles.
Yeah.
I'm not someone like avocado or I don't like that business on my burger.
Right.
So this is exactly what I'd want. Eater has, if you go on the website, there's many choices for a good burger in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So what are some of them that have made the list, made the cut?
So we've got this map that we do of 17 great burgers in Los Angeles. We kind of update it, say 2-3 different times a year. And it's a real cross section. One of the newer places we've added is called Burgers Never Say Die. They started as a backyard operation.
Really?
One guy cooking for his friends, started charging people who happened to come by.
I love that.
And now they got a full-fledged restaurant with literally lines around the corner feeding celebrities. They've got a brunch burger at Rosso Blue in downtown.
Really?
Beautiful, kind of finer dining Italian place at night. But they put their slow cooked bolognese on top of a burger for brunch, and it is heart-stoppingly good. But in a city that loves chili cheeseburgers, why not go bolognese, you know?
Have you had the Petit Trois burger?
Oh my gosh. You can only have it, you gotta get a punch card 5 times in your life, and that's all you can ever do.
That's all your body can handle.
Yeah, the Big Mac. It is as gigantic as the name sounds, and delicious béarnaise sauce with foie gras embedded inside of it. I mean, as luscious as it comes, but you just can't eat it more than a few times without falling over backwards in your chair.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Big burger news with a restaurant that's been here in LA for a really long time. Apple Pan.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
What's happening there?
So, as we know, Google bought a bunch of space across the street, and there was fear about what the developments were going to mean for a place as important as Apple Pan. It's old school U-shaped burger counter. Thank goodness the Azofs, Irving and family, and some other folks have stepped in to quote unquote save the Apple Pan. So what they've done is bought the business, not the building, but the business. And the plan is to make sure that they can keep it as viable as possible on into the future. They now have an Instagram account, the Apple Pan, if you can believe it. They might start taking credit cards, but hopefully that's where it ends, you know? I still want surly service and that old school hickory burger.
Things are getting crazy over there.
Yeah, let's not go too crazy, guys.
Anything else sticking out?
No, I mean, those are kind of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to talk about In-N-Out. So they have the modern drive-thru thanks to In-N-Out. But like I said, the dynamic landscape means that everything is changing all the time. I personally skew towards things like this that offer you good value and great flavor. So more than anything, I'm on the hunt for the neighborhood spots that have been around for a long time, but don't necessarily get as much love.
The Hi-Ho Cheeseburger, not just known for their cheeseburgers though.
Yes, I've been waiting patiently.
I know,
for
you're
you.
like, would you finish already?
I'm a desserts first kind of guy. I go pre-dessert if given the opportunity.
Okay, so let's talk desserts.
We've got all these pies that I understand they also make in-house.
That looks like a key lime.
Yeah, we've got banana cream.
And cheesecake.
I mean, what's not to like? I'm gonna just dive right in front of you so inelegantly.
That's all right.
No,
Oh yeah, I'm a Floridian, and that's key lime pie. So I've had many.
Okay.
And that is fantastic.
That's really good.
It's tart, and that layer of whip on top is just, it's not too sweet.
That's it.
Thanks, Farley. It's been fun. You too, you too. Oh, that Hi-Ho triple cheeseburger was so good. It's everything you want in a cheeseburger and more. And I have to say, being from Florida, the key lime pie, excellent. Another thing I enjoy on a bun, a barbecued chicken sandwich with homemade coleslaw. To find out how to make it, go to ktla.com. Coming up, I know for me, on some days, there is nothing else that's gonna hit the spot like a juicy cheeseburger. But for Mark Mester, he prefers something else on a bun. We'll show you that. Also ahead, does Levi like it? I make for him a really sloppy Joe, but does he like it? But first, I make for you a salmon burger with homemade pickles and the most amazing sauce. That's coming up. As I mentioned, I love cheeseburgers, but you can't have them every day. So I decided to make something a little more health conscious. I made a salmon burger, and man, is it good. Take a look. I thought this would be a great idea for a quick, easy weeknight meal. It's something different because I know people get tired of salmon. I was just having a conversation with someone the other day that said, I'm bored with salmon, I'm bored with chicken. What about a salmon burger? Really easy to make. You buy your fresh salmon and you grind up the meat so that it forms patties, and it goes on a delicious bun with some toppings, and it's super easy, it's healthy, and I love a burger, any kind of burger. So I'm gonna start by pickling some cucumbers. I got these little Persian cucumbers. I'm gonna cut them on the bias. So this is just a quick pickle that I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna use to make this quick pickle is seasoned rice vinegar. And I'm gonna just coat the pickles so that they're submerged. Maybe add a little bit of salt, and then you just let these sit while you're cooking. And then they're gonna be a nice, crispy, briny bite on our salmon burger. Now, on to the sauce. A burger is not good, in my opinion, unless it has a drippy, mayonnaise-y sauce. Not everyone's into mayonnaise, I understand, but I happen to love it. So I'm gonna chop up some scallion and add that to a bowl. I would do a couple of tablespoons of mayo. Now, herbs. Let's do dill. Dill and fish, dill and salmon in particular, are beautiful together. Add some dill, and I'm gonna add some parsley. Okay, I'm gonna chop this up pretty fine. Add as much as you like. So an herby mayo. And then I'm gonna squeeze some lemon in here. A little bit of salt, and that's it. You got your sauce. Took 2 seconds. To make the salmon burger, I got a little bit over a pound of fresh salmon. Have them remove the skin on the back. That's gonna help you out. The fish guy doing that is a lot easier than you trying to do it. And now we're gonna go over to the food processor and take about 1/4 of the salmon and grind that up till it makes a paste, and the rest of the salmon we're gonna cut up into chunks. We're gonna add our salmon paste into the bowl. So we just pulsed it until it became a really fine mixture. But so the burger has texture, you take the rest of the salmon and cut it into chunks. Small chunks, but that way your burger's not mushy, that it has some texture. I'm gonna just do this. And now we've got the rest of our salmon cut up into small chunks. I'm gonna add that to the paste. And from here, it's pretty easy. We're gonna add a cup of breadcrumbs. You could use panko or regular breadcrumbs. I'm gonna go regular today. We're going to add some mayo, a tablespoon of mayo, also some Dijon. I'm gonna add a tablespoon or 2 of Dijon. Oh. I should have kept the little squeezy part on there. That might have made life easier. Oh, we're gonna add some lemon zest. And this is one of those things you eat for dinner where you feel so satisfied eating a burger, but it's a salmon burger, so you feel a lot lighter and better about it. And then a little bit of lemon juice. And let's do a little garlic. I'm gonna do a clove of garlic. Also some green onions, some scallion. 1 to 2 of those, I think. Green part, white part, and some dill. We're gonna add some more dill. And I think a little parsley too would be nice. I'm gonna add a fat pinch of salt and then some capers. I love capers. They're briny, they're salty, and I'm gonna leave them whole. They're small, but it adds just a little pop. And a little bit of pepper. And now this mixture is full of flavor. There's so much in here that's gonna make these burgers so delicious. Okay, now, let's mix it up. Okay, now we're gonna form some patties. This is the messy job, and what I'm gonna do is put some breadcrumb on this plate so they don't stick to the plate. I think that might help our situation. I learned this from Rachel Ray, and I think it's genius. You know how when you make patties and you get to the end of the burger mixture or whatever, and then just got a little bit left over? So what she does, Rachel Ray, she scores it, okay? So there you go. It's now into perfect portions. Get a spoon out, and then we'll form our patties. Isn't that smart, Rachel Ray? Way to go. Okay. See, these are holding together really nicely. Perfect. These are gonna be big. You could probably get away with making 6. I'm gonna do 4 big boys. And then we're gonna take them back and put a little bit of olive oil in the skillet and fry them up. Get a non-stick skillet, a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna fry up these salmon burgers so they get nice and browned. Okay. I think I get 3 in here at a time. And just let them go. Time to build our salmon burger. We have our buns toasted. I may have burnt the first batch, but I'm not gonna tell. Okay, so the bottom bun has to have sauce, as does the top bun. I'm a big believer in both buns having sauce. our mayo with the herbs and the scallions and the lemon. Now, some soft butter lettuce at the bottom. And then our nice crisp salmon burger. I like what's happening here. Okay, our tomato, a nice thick slice of tomato. And then our homemade quick pickles. And we just place, look at that. Come on, you guys, how cute is this salmon burger? Are we ready? I mean, see, that's the winner, when it does the dripping of the sauce. That's a good weeknight salmon dinner right there. I feel this is one of those burgers that we need to cut in the middle just to see what's going on. Okay. Ooh, this is a big bite. Here we go. Oops. We want to put a toothpick in it. That is good. The tangy pickle, the lemony mayo, the crunch on the outside of the burger. You need a roll of paper towel, but it's so good. Oh my goodness, that salmon burger is so good. The homemade pickles, the sauce, what a great thing to add to your weeknight menu. Coming up, we finally get to find out what Mark Mester likes on a bun. And does Levi like it? I make for him a turkey sloppy joe, but does he like it? When I told Mark Mester about our burger show, he said the one place he loves to go to chow down is Food Lab, but not for their burgers, for something else between a bun. Take a look.
Hey Jess, I heard you're talking about burgers for this episode, so I want to tell you about my favorite meal between a bun. It's the Wiener Schnitzel sandwich. They serve it right here at Food Lab. The food is out of this world. They also have other gourmet sandwiches and salads too. Let's go inside and check it out. Jess, as you can see, we were not kidding. A whole variety of food here at Food Lab. This is the owner, this is Esther, and you came all the way from Austria. You moved here in 1993. This restaurant is about 10 years old.
That's correct.
What got you into it? What inspired you to open this place up?
We started catering at first, and then my son literally drove by here and saw there was a restaurant empty for rent. So we said, let's give it a try, and we did.
Let's talk about what you have here, and we're going to start with what's this?
That's the chicken BLT, the Wiener Schnitzel, the Cobb salad, green lab, chicken arugula, and the turkey brie.
When I ask you about my favorite, the Wiener Schnitzel sandwich, I think Austria. That's Austrian. Is everything else Austrian, or does it have some sort of Austrian heritage to it?
No, not really. I just make stuff up. I mean, Cobb salad is quite popular here in America, but I just changed it up a little bit.
Can I try the Wiener Schnitzel
Oh, you
for
should.
everyone? Okay, so I'm Hungarian, neighboring Austria. It used to be one country, but and I thought this was cranberry, but you tell me that it's something else.
Lincolnberries.
Lincolnberry.
They're from Sweden originally, and they eat them with their meatballs too. And we eat them in Austria a lot.
Well, I'm gonna eat it right now. And with my mouth full, is there cheese in here too?
No,
What's the cream?
it's the aioli.
Aioli. It is so good, ciabatta bread, and it's so fresh. Now, if you were to recommend anything here
Yeah.
for someone to eat, someone comes in, they don't know about the place, there's one thing to try, and these are your selections, what are you telling them to eat?
The schnitzel.
They're schnitzel. So I picked correctly.
You picked
I picked
correctly.
correctly. Let's give something up to the vegans out there. You
Yeah.
said this is vegan, so what's inside this sandwich?
It's, onions, tomatoes,
Avocado.
romesco sauce, sprouts, cucumbers. It's like a whole mix of good stuff. It has a lot of flavor.
And it would seem very appropriate on a hot day.
Oh.
With some iced tea and maybe some lemonade in there.
Absolutely.
This is excellent. Jess, thank you so much for letting me show you the food lab. And one more thing, if you come here and you're not fully full, don't be afraid to try the dessert. This right here is a chocolate caramel crunch. We'll give it a try, and we'll see you next time.
Mark, yum. I can't believe this place has been around for years and right in my neighborhood. Food Lab, I'll see you soon. On to Does Levi Like It? He loves cheeseburgers, especially over at Shake Shack, but I decided to try something different, a turkey sloppy joe. But does he like it? Hey Levi, it's a sloppy joe.
No,
You need,
I don't like
it's a hamburger. Try it. How does it taste?
black goats.
How does it taste?
Spill a little bit.
But how does it taste?
Lemon.
Yeah? What does it taste like?
They like sandwich.
Levi, how does it taste? Uh-oh, oh. That's why they're called sloppy joes.
Hot.
Oh, goodness.
I like it hot.
So, do you like it? You ate it all? Way to go, Levi! Yay, he liked it. To find out how easy it is to make, go to ktla.com. That does it for us. I talk more with Farley Elliot of Eater LA about his job, the best burger, and more. If you want to hear that, go to my California Cooking Podcast. If this show makes you want to run out and grab a burger, then I've done my job. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
He's at the TV.
Oh, they're burning. Aww. Okay, that's fast.
So not less than 5 minutes?
Like 2 seconds.
Nah.
Are you gonna eat the whole thing? Ryan missed my salmon burger.
It was so good. Listen
We
to
were-
what I wrote. Those homemade pickles, that sauce, my producer photographer and I ate every morsel of that.
I did not.
Hot.
Oh, goodness.
I like it hot.